Tonight, the city of Portage is considering whether to start drafting a plan that would tackle declining commercial property values. It's one of its busiest areas. News 8's David Horak explains the issue and how they're looking to resolve it.
City Manager Pat McGinnis told me that the problem that this plan intends to tackle is actually part of a broader issue, that it's not just exclusive to the city of Portage.
What was once really a robust growing tax base has been just the opposite for the last 10 years. We've been watching property values gradually fall off, watching the owners take us to the Michigan Tax Tribunal and challenge their assessments, saying that they're overassessed.
City data from 2017 to 2022 shows the commercial neighborhood, including and surrounding the Crossroads Mall, dropped 37% in property tax value, from $80 million to $50 million, along with a surplus in square footage.
And that means that school funding and county funding and city funding and library funding and senior services funding and transit funding, those all rely on property values. So as those values fall off, so do the revenues for all of those taxing authorities.
Tonight, Portage City Commissioners will consider whether to start creating the Crossroads Area Transition Plan, a platform that would incentivize private commercial reinvestment and minimize governmental interference while keeping these properties up to code.
Just to make sure we're removing obstacles that may be there in our ordinances that create disincentive to new investment, making sure we're staying in good communication with the current property owners so that we can respond and react to what their needs are.
Some ideas being floated around range from federal and state programs that would capture future sales and income taxes to tax increment financing.
So as those property taxes grow, we can use those resources to reinvest in the physical infrastructure in those neighborhoods where the new investments happen.
McGinnis adds the city has open ears for how these spaces would be filled again in this new era.
We can find ways to get private equity excited about Michigan and about retail redevelopment in particular. I think we can see a real change here.
McGinnis says the implementation is not going to be rigid, like on a 5-year basis, for example. They'll reassess the priorities they need to address year by year. We're in Portage. David Horak, News 8.